welcome to another episode of Straight from the Fund Manager. Joining us today is Pranay Sinha, Fund Manager of Nippon India Banking and PSU Debt Fund. Hi Pranay, thanks for joining us. Pranay, with the delay in rate cut from the Fed, what is the expectation on the rate cycle going ahead?
Thanks, Amina, for having me over, and thank you, viewers. So as we can see, the local macros, they remain very robust. The inflation, core inflation, the growth, the fiscal parameters, and the current account parameters are all very robust, thus providing ample room for rate cuts. However, RBI is expected to proceed with caution and most likely start its rate cutting cycle once Fed has started its rate cutting cycle, which means that the Fed is the single point which any change in data will obviously alter this expectation. However, as I said, it's a matter of when and not if when the rate cut cycle begins.
Can you start by telling us about the investment philosophy of the Nippon India Banking and PSU Debt Fund?
Sure. PSU is our banking PSU debt fund is a AAA only fund with a minimum of 80% invested in banking or PSU bonds as per SEBI regulation. Within this broad framework, as per our initial mandate, we maintain duration between 1 to 4 years, thus making it an intermediate duration fund. Since it's a AAA only fund, the only way to create alpha is through nimble management of duration within that framework. Apart from that, we look to exploit over and undervaluation of prevalent within and across asset classes. So these couple of strategies are the strategies we employ to create alpha in the fund.
Pranay, what are the guardrails about the quality and duration of paper the fund invests in, and how do you control risk at various levels?
So, as I said, this fund has other guardrails apart from what SEBI has provided. We are mandated by our internal framework to manage through the fund through a fund-facing framework. What this means is that we impose certain other restrictions on the fund management apart from what SEBI has given us. The type of restrictions are as follows. First, we maintain it as a very conservative fund, which means that we only invest in AAA securities. This not only means that we are investing in AAA securities, but securities which have a long-term AAA rating. So, for example, if a fund bond has a short-term A1 plus rating, we won't invest into it even if it doesn't have a AAA long-term rating. Second, we maintain the duration range of 1 to 4 years. Third, our per issuer exposure is mandated to not go beyond 7.5 years. This is over and above the restriction provided by SEBI, which is 10%. So, as you can see, our guardrails are much more secure than they provided by the SEBI framework.
Right. Pranay, also then, how do you aim to generate returns for an investor if rates are expected to move down over the next few years?
Sure. As I said before, also this is the intermediate duration fund, right? So we maintain manage duration between 1 to 4 years. Now, as we are expecting rates to fall now in near future, we are maintaining duration somewhere between 3.5 years. As we go into rate cut cycle, we would look to take the duration slightly higher to the upper band of the duration range we seek to maintain.
Right. Pranay, very lastly, why should investors consider investing in the Nippon India Banking and PSU Debt Fund?
So there are many factors due to which investors should consider our fund. Some of them are the quality of asset. As I said, it's a very credit conservative fund, so that's a very good comfort for investor. Second, we have a very disciplined approach. This is over and above what is required by SEBI. So this kind of disciplined approach provides transparency and expectations of good return from investors. So this is should be very reassuring to the investor. And thirdly, due to the above two factors, we have a very good past, good consistent performance. and we hope to do same in the future. And this is the reason why investors should consider investing in the banking and PSU debt fund.
Right. Thank you very much, Pranay, for joining us today and telling all our viewers everything they need to know about the Nippon India Banking and PSU Debt Fund. Thank you.
Thank you, Samina, for having me over, and thank you, viewers.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.